Guys, this is BTS Singularity. And this is Taeyoung's solo. Oh, I'm just kidding. I take it back. This wasn't the one. Mods, I need your help. Do we listen to this again? How do we do this? How do you get things in the queue? You type !react followed by the YouTube URL. Did I listen to Stigma? Maybe we didn't do Singularity. I was confused. Yeah, okay. Good. So we have not listened to this. My confusion, guys. My bad. So this is... We haven't done Singularity. No. I'm confused. That was my bad. Let's zoom back like 3 minutes, okay? Guys. Singularity is? The fans know the songs better than the band. Yeah, fair. It did. All right, and the time we had this conversation, it's in the Google Doc. Okay, so we have, if BX is here, if someone could just make a note for BX, we can replace their request, I think. Yeah, Linda, there you go. It's not on YouTube yet. A lot of things are not on YouTube yet. There are like 100 videos that are not on YouTube yet. So how about today we celebrate women's work? I feel like we're always celebrating women's work. Yeah. B. Oh, you're B? Okay, cool. So Tete Ku, do you want to listen to another song that we haven't reacted to yet? Hi, Tete Ku. I see you. Or do you want to just do this one again? We could just do this one again. Oh, great. Thank you, Cosmic. Guys, this is BTS Singularity live. Oh my gosh, Caproni. 5,000 bits, thank you. So I love his voice, right? I love his voice. It's very rich and yet very light. And like, I think he's probably my favorite of the group of all the stuff we've listened to. Taeyong, yeah, I love V's voice. This is a very cool song because he's talking about having lost his, not having a voice. He's getting his throat's getting sore. It's kind of just about taking things back, taking a step back from everything vocally, right? And all these other really cool intrinsic dynamics, very mushy poetry in it. And even though he's keeping his voice pulled back, we literally get all of that warmth that you would get otherwise in the sound. And I want to hear him like bring it out as a piece of contrast, but as in the context of a huge concert, obviously this would be really impacting. Coordination, beautiful. I think of all the singers we ever listened to on this channel, his like individual just like looks at the camera. This is a huge stadium. People can't see his face. So they obviously have monitors showing his face. His individual coordinated looks at the camera are like very impactful. And we can't forget that it's a singer's job to be a performer as well as just a singer, right? So the coordination he's bringing both in his body while dancing, while keeping the voice as relaxed as it is an amazing athletic feat. And also just keeping those movements so precise is on its own incredibly impressive. Yeah, I've heard about that, Taeteku. They train while running on treadmills to make their voices balanced while dancing. Yeah, keeping the core stable while using all of the other, your arms and your legs in a way that can be mobile like they are while dancing. Super hard. Very crazy. Very, very crazy. Intense training. Yeah, Pink is in that same level of athleticism while singing. He's like, yeah, I did. I want to go back. Because I think it's crazy to hear the similarities between his voice at the beginning when he's literally lying down. Also, by the way, lying down and singing is not easy either. Check it out. That look, man. So some of you guys might be like, well, it's, you can barely hear it, right? It's whatever. I don't speak Korean or whatever language he's singing in, right? I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions. But you can hear the consonants being made really, really clearly, right? And doing that at such a low volume, such a low intensity is actually really difficult. So if you guys might be like, well, you can barely hear him, blah, 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 blah. It's very soft, whatever. It's actually really difficult to do that. To pull your voice back that much and still have articulated consonants, give it a try yourself. It's very difficult. Now, I wanted to listen to this beginning section. It's so calm. He's lying down. He's completely inactive, very, very relaxed and released. Now let's hear them at the end, right before the ending, and hear the difference. And look and just notice the difference in physical activity. So it's like it's louder. Obviously, it's more energized a little bit, but it still dips into that same level of calmness that is there at the beginning, if that makes sense, which is super, super cool and so physically impressive, just as a singing athlete, from a singing athlete perspective. Very awesome. I love listening to these popular groups. And like listening and kind of digging into why these groups are so popular, why this music is so beloved, right? It's very, very good, very virtuosic performance. It's on that same level of someone like Michael Jackson, their live performances. It's like, top tier level performing. So yeah, if something's banned, it's already been done. We blacklist the songs, the YouTube videos that have already been reacted to, just to save people time. Well, yeah, Capriani, and I kind of feel the same way emotionally especially when it comes to big pop music stuff. This isn't the kind of stuff I would listen to regularly, but analyzing it in this context definitely makes it something super, super interesting and mentally, intellectually stimulating from a performance and a teaching perspective. Yeah, so we did this really cool exercise along the lines of, working out while you're using your voice. We would do this exercise where we had to sustain, this was in graduate school for opera. You would lay on the ground sustaining a tone, and you would have to stand up without using your arms. You'd have to stand all the way up without letting the pitch waver. And that was, I found, one of the best exercises for really learning to sustain sound from your core. Because when you're on stage, you could be in any position doing any different kind of thing and still have to keep that same quality of sound going to be impressive, right? Yeah. Yeah, Devin kind of has that new quality that it's the same genre, but it's so individualized, right? Yeah, that's fair, Weaseldale. It was never about the emotions. It was about the energy it brought. There was a ton of like watching that performance just now was so much more impacting. I feel like it would be than if I just listened to it. Does that make sense? And that makes sense as to why. I mean, that then you can start to think about why there's such a huge group. There's such a fanatical group of people who love BTS. It's because it's not just about the listening experience. It's about everything that goes into that group and everything. I don't know what Voice Gym is. No, I've never seen that mic. Yeah. Fry. Maybe Nemus, but I think globalization has kind of combined a lot of these different textures. I don't think it's nationalistically like just Asian music. Like that's what we just listened to is very Western, very Westernized music. No, Teiteku, I loved that. Like, don't get me wrong. That's an awesome. I hope you don't. Yeah, it's an awesome performance, and I love listening to that group because you can see all of the work they've put into what they've become. Right, that's what's impressive about that group, which is super cool. I'm gonna check it out, Mike. Totally gonna check it out. Absolutely.